As an instructor, a lot is expected of you. You must solve it now, quickly and skillfully. You need to work safely, neatly, and be able to explain it. To the customer, to inspectors, to yourself. People see a boiler on the wall. We see a system. Water that must stay clean, flue gas that must exit flawlessly, a siphon that seems small but causes big problems if forgotten. The sticker says, pull to check. And that's exactly what this trade is about. Checking, verifying, measuring, not guessing, not hoping. Because when you're done and close the door, it must work correctly, it must be safe. Today we're unboxing the Remea Zera Acumatic. Let's start at the beginning. What you get, what they promise, and what I think as a technician. Let's begin. The box contains everything you need to start properly. A mounting bracket, bolts and plugs, the manual with warranty card, a flexible hose with condensate drain, compression rings with compression nuts. The SV unit comes standard with a 2x80mm flue gas adapter. That's fine, but if you want a tight, secure connection like I prefer, go concentric. Straight or angled, it's compact, neat, and keeps everything organized. The Zera handles multiple flue systems, but this remains serious work. Right materials, proper installation, no shortcuts. The Zera Acumatic comes in 3 versions. The 24CCW3 21 kilowatt. At 40 degrees, it delivers 11.5 liters per minute. The 28CCW4 26.1 kilowatts and delivers 13.4 liters per minute. The 35CCW5 32.8 kilowatts and delivers 16.7 liters per minute. The weight is reasonable. CW3 and CW4 are 23.2 kilos. CW5 is 25.2 kilos. Sure, all specs are on paper, but that's not my final concern. The question isn't what's on paper, but if I, as an installer, will actually install it. I look at one thing: service, safety, reliability. Can I access it easily without hassle? Is the flue system story correct and logically designed? And how does it perform in practice? And does it deserve to be installed for my customers? What strikes me immediately is that I recognize many parts from other Remea models. And that's excellent, because that means fewer different parts in the van, less searching, fewer mistakes, faster service, exactly what you want when it's busy. Yes, that's good. What? This is the first time I'm maintaining this boiler. I've never serviced it before, and I'm really curious how easy it is. So I'm approaching this completely neutral, and this is just my honest assessment. What do I think? First impression, I have to give credit where it's due. There's plenty of space. Everything is logically arranged. I don't need to perform finger acrobatics to reach anything. Pressure sensor is clearly visible. Safety valve, gas block, familiar. The Remea boiler, I see here that the drift road valve, everything looks clear and organized. And what also stands out to me is the good combination of plastic and copper or brass materials. You could say where plastic was appropriate, they used plastic, and where copper, brass or stainless steel was needed, they used stainless steel. Still, I think there's too much plastic used. I notice again that the hydroblocks are made of plastic. Everyone knows about the calenter. That was just a disaster. Those components always leaked. So I'm very curious to see how this boiler will perform after 4, 5 or 6 years. Let's get started. First, turn off the gas valve. The boiler is well organized. Everything is logically placed and easily accessible. You don't have to struggle with your hands or hope you can reach things. You can just access everything. And comparing this to the old Zera, I'll just tell it like it is. That was a terrible boiler. And that heat exchanger was practically useless. In practice, it got stuck, and that frustrates not only you, but also the customer. With the older generation, you sometimes encountered situations where a small defect wouldn't stay small. You'd go in for a fan issue and suddenly it became much bigger. Circuit board, gas block, hassle, and those aren't pleasant things to tell a customer. Not because you don't want to fix it, but because you have to be honest. This is going to be expensive. So this structure, this space, this modular design, this is truly an improvement. But the big question remains, has Remea managed to convince me? Will I install Remea Xeris again? You'll hear that later. Oh look, that's neat. It shows 5.5 newtons right here. I think this is really excellent. Then the feature that Remea heavily promotes, it automatically adapts to any type of gas. That's correct. But you must tell it what you're feeding it during the first start. Propane or butane or whatever applies to your situation. After that, the system does its work automatically. The E-Matic from Remea. Now I get it. According to Remea, it's always optimally adjusted afterward, and it should therefore consistently achieve high efficiency. Nice. But I remain who I am. I measure, I check, and then I fine-tune. And that's what Remea says in the same sentence. Measuring is knowing. I'm so glad this round exchanger has returned. Now you can maintain it. Now you can clean your exchanger. You see what happens, and this is how it should be. Our cover feels very strong and sturdy. Yes. I have to be honest, I don't know what to think of all this, that there are so many plastic tubes. Is this good? Is this bad? Will this leak later? I dare not say. What I can say is that it looks well designed. It's been thought through. Still, I think there are too many rubber seals in it. Time will tell if this is really good or not. Measuring is knowing. So I'm going to check if the self-adjusting gas block works properly. It should be perfect now. I'm curious. It should be 5.6 and it shows 5.7. I've seen everything. I've handled everything. I looked at it like a technician would, not as a salesperson. And to be fair, this feels like a boiler that's finally built logically, well organized inside, plenty of space, everything accessible from the front. You can replace parts without your hands begging for space. This isn't luxury. This is just how it should be. What I also find impressive, many parts are identical to the Avanta Ace. Service parts and accessories appear in multiple models. That means fewer different parts in the van. Less hassle. Fewer learning curves. And when it's busy, that's worth gold. And then that plug-and-play connector on the outside. It seems small, but it's clever. The cover doesn't need to come off. You can diagnose faster, check faster, act faster. And now the point I really pay attention to, low modulation. This boiler can burn very low, and that's great. Because if the boiler can modulate low, it needs to cycle less on-off, so fewer startups. And every start causes wear. Every start is a moment when the system has to stabilize itself, so fewer starts means less wear. And it also means less unburned gas during startup. With these features, it works especially well in well-insulated homes. Homes that don't need 20 kilowatts to heat up, but sometimes just a few kW. If you have a boiler that can't go low, it will cycle, and that's wasteful. According to Remea, that's exactly why it pairs well with a heat pump. In a hybrid system, you want the boiler to only kick in when needed, and then preferably quiet, low and stable. not blast on and then off again. Okay, and now my verdict. Will I install this? Yes, will it be my favorite? I think so. But I'll add a caveat. Time will tell. This boiler is only 2 years old, issues may still arise, and practice is the only real test. But based on what I see here, the design, space, logic, modulation, this feels like progress. And that's exactly what we need.